Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me today. You may have seen the title of this Facebook Live is called 7 out of 10. And the reason I titled it that is because what I want to talk to you about is motivation. And one thing that I ask people that I work with all the time is, what's your level of motivation on a scale of 1 to 10? And I often get, especially people who are just starting to work with me or we're deciding if they're a good fit for what I have to offer, is they say 7 out of 10, or 6 out of 10, or 8 out of 10. And we're talking about weight loss. And they've already told me why it's such a great idea for them to lose weight. And then I say, what's your motivation? And they say 7. I'm like, what's that about? Right? Where's the 10? Why don't we have a 10 motivation, or a 9.5? And so I say, why? Why is your motivation only 7? And almost always what I get back is, because I failed so many times in the past, I just don't know if I can do it. I've tried all these different programs that haven't worked. And I don't know if another program is going to help me lose weight. And so we look at, okay, you did Atkins, you bought a book, right? And you did Atkins, and you did paleo, and you did Weight Watchers, and you went to meetings, and you weighed in, and you counted your calories every single day. You counted every calorie you put in your mouth, and you did your points, and you did the whole thing. Or you went to a clinic and you got shots and you ate 500 calories a day, and you did everything you were supposed to do. Or you did the cabbage soup, or you did the keto, and so we look at, within every one, why didn't you succeed? What was the thing that had you not succeed? And a lot of it is completely unsustainable. Whatever the diet is, whatever the new fad thing is, unsustainable. And the medium term, you can do it in the short term. You get super excited, right? I'm starting a new diet. I can do it this time. And then you realize actually what it really is. And you say, okay, but I can do it. And then the medium term sets in, whether that's a month or 2 months or 3 months, and you kind of lose interest. You lose your motivation. Why? Why do you lose motivation? It's too hard. Or maybe you're intermittent fasting and you are supposed to eat between noon and 6 p.m. Wow, that's really hard to do, right? What if you're an early morning person and you get up at 5 in the morning and you've got to have that fuel, especially women? It's hard not to have food in the morning at some point in the morning and wait until noon. For some reason, women especially, that's hard to intermittent fast in that particular way. Intermittent fasting is good so long as it's done with thought to the individual, right? It's not just a one size fits all. And what I find is that people that I talk to, women that I talk to, they take these one size fits all, right, diet plans or weight loss plans, or supposed to be healthy eating plans, and they try and do a one size fits all and fit it into their lifestyle, and it just doesn't work. And so then they feel bad about themselves, right? Do you feel bad about yourself because you failed over and over and over? Probably, because most people do. You fail over and over and over, and you don't look at failure as, okay, that's just one more step towards success, which that's actually a good reframe for failure. Is another failure is another opportunity or another step on the road to success. Because frankly, nobody who succeeds in a really big way at anything has had a straight road without any failures. Okay, so I just want to say that. It might look like it because all you see is the people who are successful. You don't see the road that they had to take, whether it's weight loss or anything else. You don't see the person who's lost 50 pounds or 60 pounds or 70 pounds and how many diets they had to try to get there. And I've got client stories over and over and over that say just that, but that's beside the point of this talk right now. When you say to me, your motivation is 7 out of 10, when we've just had a conversation that says, oh my gosh, I am so ready to lose weight. And here's how my life would be better. And here's how my life would suck if I don't do it. And you say 7 out of 10. And I'm like, wait a minute, where's the disconnect there? So you have to look at why. Where's your motivation and why? Because what I'm telling you is that if you find the right program where you're not hungry, right? Hunger is a big thing. You're not counting every calorie that goes in your mouth. You can intermittent fast if you want to, and you can shuffle the hours around at your discretion, or you don't have to intermittent fast. When you actually look at what's going on in your body that might be having your body hang on to weight, because a lot of us have things going on in our bodies and the body is saying, hey, weight loss, that's like our last concern right now. We've got to deal with these other issues first, right? So when you look at the body and say, what's going on that we need to deal with first, and then we get to weight loss, or get health to a certain level, right? And then weight loss is just a nice side effect. That's what happens a lot. And then there's the brain aspect of it too. There's the, well, I've got 3 teenagers and all they want to eat is Cheetos and Oreos and mac and cheese. And okay, well, that's what they eat, but there's a reason that they eat that. And wow, wouldn't it be a great thing to set a good example and have healthy foods in the house for them and start slowly reducing the amount of junk food you had in the house? Again, that's a tangent that's worth another conversation. But what would happen if you could rewire your brain so that you're not so tempted by those foods, so that you're so satisfied with other kinds of foods that those foods, you look at them and go, that's really not the direction I want to go. That really doesn't serve me. And you have the presence of mind in the moment to make a better choice for yourself, because everything is a choice. And, you might say, well, I have an addiction and I have a compulsive, obsessive thing happening with food. I get that. So what we want to do is we want to back it up, and we want to back it up to the point where you're always at choice, because you do have a choice. And you might say, but I can't resist those Oreos. I can't resist those Cheetos. I can't resist this type of food. And the reality is that right now you probably can't. But there are ways to rewire your brain, to create new patterns in your brain. And what I want to say is, if you've had failure after failure after failure, yeah, I get it. It's discouraging. And so you come into another weight loss thing and you go, but am I going to succeed? I don't know. So my motivation, my hope is about a 6 or a 7. But if you leave that baggage behind, so you don't bring the past into your future. An analogy that I heard the other day that I thought was really spot on is, when you go to cook your dinner for the evening, you don't go look in the trash for your ingredients, right? You look in the refrigerator for the fresh stuff, for the new stuff, for the stuff that's just come into the house, and you make your food from the freshest stuff, right? You don't look in yesterday's trash. And that's what we're doing when we're saying, I won't succeed because I haven't in the past. All right. So what I want to tell you is that, number one, motivation doesn't just spring forth, right? Motivation actually comes from taking action. So if you take action and you're successful, like if you just have a tiny bit of success, it's going to like light a little motivation fire. And then you have a little bit more success, and then you have a little bit more motivation fire. And so that's how you build motivation, is you put together small successes. You take action towards your goal. So you got to figure out, well, what's my goal? Okay. It could be weight loss, but I'm guessing the weight loss is an interim goal to get you to a lifestyle that you actually want, right? Or a body that you actually want that will give you the lifestyle that you want. Am I right? So we get kind of wound up around weight loss, when actually the weight loss is not the thing. It's the thing that's keeping us from the real thing, the real lifestyle, the real healthy body, the real strong body that will give us what we want in our lives. So what I want to encourage you to do is ask yourself the question, where's my motivation on a scale of 1 to 10? And if your motivation is 10, then awesome. You're ready to get started on your next weight loss journey. And I would encourage you to find one that is designed just for you, right? Or you take a kernel of something that's already there that works, and you build it out and you can customize it to yourself and your lifestyle. Number 2, if you're not a 10, if you're a 9.5, okay, group yourself in with a 10. If you're 6, 7, 8, 9, and you go, why am I not a 10? And it could be that you like your life. So you're 15 pounds overweight. So you're 20 pounds overweight. There's nothing that's really, that really has you say, I want to make a change. You like your life. There's nothing wrong with that. So just get happy and accept the fact that you're 15 or 20 pounds overweight. And that's the way it is. You like your life. There's nothing wrong with that. So, but if you're motivated, if you want to lose weight, if you see that weight loss is really the direction that you want to go because you have bigger dreams for your life, then let's get on it. If you're a 6, 7, 8, or 9, maybe 9, 6, 7, or 8 especially, and you go, why? Why am I not a 9 or a 10? And you go, well, it's because I failed so many times. Let's address that. Seriously, let's address that. If you want to write comments to me, that's fine. Write comments to me. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. You can private message me through Facebook. That's a great way. And let's get you to a 10 and see what's right for you. If you want to spend some time with me on the phone and we can just like talk through this, that's fine too. Let me know that and we can schedule some time together. So I really hope that this has been helpful. Let's get your 6 or 7 up to a 9 or 10 so that you can get started getting your life where you really, really want it to be. Because I guarantee you, it's not just about weight loss. This is about creating the life that you want. And the thing that's standing in your way is that you're 15 to 50, 60, 70 pounds overweight, along with the health complications that go with that, or you're seeing the health complications coming down the road. So let's stop that in its tracks. Let's get you to the life that you want to live. I really encourage you to do that. So let's take some action. Let's start building some motivation. So take action. And the action may be that you just reach out to me and you say, hey, answer this question for me. Or how can I get myself to a 9 or a 10? Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you. I look forward to hearing from you. If you feel like this is the right thing for you, if you feel like the next step for you is to get some help, is to get on the phone with somebody, reach out to me. Let's do that. And if not, then I wish you the very best on your journey, whatever that may be. And it may be that you stay exactly where you are. And all I would say is accept that. Accept yourself exactly where you are and that you're not going to change. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So accept yourself exactly where you are. If you want bigger things in your life and you see that there are obstacles in the way that you might need some help with, reach out to me. Would love to talk to you. All right. Thanks.